This is me. My name is Yusuf. This is my religion. More specifically, this is my church, my parish. And I mean that this is my parish. The first 20 years of my life, I was in, let's say, a radically monotheistic religion that prayed in Arabic. And then I came to basically another Arab religion, Eastern Orthodoxy. And this is the Arab form of Eastern Orthodoxy. Before we get this documentary started, more about me. I was baptized in my mother's religion. I was raised in my father's religion, and I believed and professed and excelled in the religion that I got from my father, which was, just say, I thought of it at the time as the most monotheistic religion. They prayed in Arabic. And then, as I said, I became Eastern Orthodox. The type is Antiochian or Syriac Chalcedonian. It's the Arab form of Eastern Orthodoxy. But I still have a vast respect for many other religions, and I want to explore some of those. So here we go. Hope you like the endeavor that we're about to go on. Take it easy. So upcoming will be the Mandaeans, Manichaeans, Zoroastrians, other groups of people, but these people right here are the Yazidis, and that's who I'm going to talk about right now. The Yazidis, I always thought, were one of those very ancient peoples that held a lot of the same beliefs as the Jews or the ancient Israelites because they grew up around the same time. Although I now believe that they started under Yazid ibn Muawiyah, the son of Muawiyah, which makes a lot of sense because of their beliefs. They don't intermarry they don't marry outsiders, and nobody converts to being Yazidi. They have some practices which might be noticeable. They circumcise their young. They baptize their young. They believe that there are, well, I'll get to the 7 angels in a minute, but there are some things that people might not, well, I won't get to that yet. What's coming up are these very cool tombs that they have, these canonical shaped tombs, which I think are pretty cool. These people, it's an extreme minority of people. They mainly exist in Iraq, Armenia. I think there's some in Turkey. But they believe that God, well, I should continue with their practices. Strange things, they pray 5 times a day, similar to the religion I was brought up in. One time in their life, they're supposed to make it to a pilgrimage to this place, which, again, is very, very similar to the religion I was raised in for 20 years. And there's another thing which makes what we used to call them, or believe them to be, Satan worshippers. See, they have this head angel named Melek Taus, and he was commanded to bow down towards Adam. He's represented by this peacock right here. There are 7 holy angels, or 7 angels. He was commanded to bow down to Adam, and he said, "No, I'm of God. He's created out of dust." And so God commended him and said, "Good, you're a true monotheist." Well, in Islam, it's the other way around. That's how Shaitan became Shaitan, or Iblis. And that's why the Muslims consider them satanic. That's why I have this there. The Muslims most Sunni Muslims consider them devil worshippers. And this is stuck for a while, and even silliness of the Satanic Bible has Melek Taus as one of the names of Shaitan, although I've heard they don't say the name Shaitan, which is kind of suspect. Because, and again, this is one of the reasons why I think it comes out of an early period of Islam, before Islam collated into what we now know as Sunni or Shia Islam, is because of a story like this. And this is one of the things where maybe a Christian or a Jew would say to a Muslim, well, isn't the devil or Shaitan the best monotheist, you know? So Melek Taus is their main guy, or not guy, but the head angel, the best of the best, in front of God, and that's who they respect the most. And the peacock is their symbol. Oddly enough, the peacock is also an ancient symbol of Christianity, as you know. Now, some things about the Yazidis. They believe that they're descended from Adam, and that the rest of the world was descended from Adam and Eve. At the beginning of time, Adam and Eve were given jars, and they put their seed in it. I don't know what seed a woman has, but they put their seed in it. And out of Adam's jar came a beautiful child. And he wound up going on to marry, I guess, a heavenly woman, or a beautiful woman, or something, not a child of mankind. And out of Eve's jar came insects and disgusting crawling things. So all of us are descended from Adam and Eve, but they're descended from only Adam, or Adam's child. That's why they'll never intermarry. And they have a lot of cleanliness laws and taboos. Now, they have a cool practice, and this is it. I've seen them throw garments on top of this thing, and but I've also seen it where they tie knots. Someone will go in and tie a knot, but then someone else will come in and untie the knot that that person tied, and it's a symbol of basically them helping each other. You know, the knot represents a problem, and untying a knot represents undoing the problem, or relieving the problem, which I think is very, very cool. Again, a lot of these things may seem strange or bigoted, some of their things, but I don't see it that way. I see it as very cool. And strange enough, being from the background that I am, and the tradition that I currently practice, it's much easier for me to relate to these people than it is for me to relate to a Protestant, or you know, any of these other American forms of religion. But I do believe they get their name from the son of Muawiyah, who is the Khalifa after Ali, the four rightly guided caliphs. And again, here's their burial tombs, or these canonical shelters, or canonical tombs. They're getting pretty heavily persecuted lately, and since the Yazidis don't marry outside of their clan or their people, it's causing them a lot of problems. But I will end with this. I'll end with the picture, or the representation of Melek Taus. So we can see elements or things that we recognize as Islamic or Christian within the Yazidis, but also things that are particular to them. So hopefully, if you don't know about the Yazidis, you've learned something. And if you are a Yazidi and if you've seen this, please tell me if I've gotten something wrong. Peace to you.